Hello, I'm Brian O'Neill with IP Truck, and today I'm excited to do another walk around and introduce you to this Isuzu NRR with a switch and go hoist and interchangeable body system. Here at IP Truck, we've been an Isuzu dealer for over 30 years, and we're also a switch and go dealer. So in our body shop, we install the crossbox slash backpack. We also install the switch and go hoist and operating system, and then on the ground we've got multiple bodies that we can put on the trucks. This particular body is a 14-foot landscape dump body, but we also carry equipment subframes, chippers, demountable storage containers, flatbeds, and roll-off dumpsters. So we've always got those on the ground and ready to go. As a business owner, if you're not familiar with the switch and go system, there's a few reasons that you should really consider putting one of these in your fleet. First is versatility. You can have one chassis and multiple bodies. So that will allow you to get better utilization of the chassis, effectively expand your fleet at a low price point. Also, versatility. If you take a look at this body, some folks will use a 14-foot landscape dump 85% of the year, but if we have a wind event here in Texas, you might want to put a chipper body on the back of it and take advantage of the increased activity in your tree service division. One wind event here in the DFW area will pay for the chipper body, so it really gives you some great flexibility in your operation. Speed is another reason that these are just great bodies. You're going to see, and we will demonstrate it, that we can demount this body in less than 3 minutes, and likewise we can put it back on the truck in less than 3 minutes. So they're very quick. Safety is another factor. It's pretty cool. We can demount this dump body, put it on the ground so your crews can hand load it on the ground and offload it. And that really is safe for the crews, and we're going to demonstrate that today. And finally, I like to say they're rugged, tough, functional, and they look great. With that being said, let's take a look at the entire package, and I want to start with the truck. This is an Isuzu NRR. It's a diesel truck, and it has a 19,500 gross vehicle weight. So the truck, the body, occupants, and payload needs to come in underneath 19,500 pounds. So it really gives you a lot of capability in getting your crew and your product to the work site. This is a super cool feature that we've got on this. We're a dealer for buyers. This is one of their backpacks. We also call it a crossbox. It's all aluminum, so it's nice and light, and it's an actual crossbox. So I'll go ahead and open this up. Cameraman can come in and take a look. I've already opened the doors on the other side, and you will see that we've got 2 aluminum shelves plus the floor. We've got 2 hooks, also to hang ropes or any other product. This is great for chainsaws, pole saws, shovels, any tools or equipment that you've got. And I'm going to have you come back in, take a look all the way across through the crossbox. I want you to take a look at the roof where you can see that aluminum reinforcement piece. And if you take a look at the doors on the other side, you'll see those gussets, those little triangles in the corner of the openings. This is a super nice crossbox. So it's light, heavy duty, really nice locks, and it's going to stay open in the wind as well. The doors won't be flapping around. Anyway, this is great. Our customers really like it, and it's perfect with the 12-foot bodies. I'll go ahead and close that. Now let's take a look at the switch and go body. It has 2-foot sides on it, half wood and half steel. The half wood makes it lighter. And if the cameraman will come on up and take a look at the fit and finish on this, it's just awesome. Great welds, everything is seam sealed. These are painted with a 2-part epoxy, so the paint job looks great and it's super durable. We've also got a handle here. This is a true dump bed. The hoist will take it up to a 50-degree angle, and with the pull of this lever, just like that, we can turn the back gate into a dump. The cameraman will go back there and take a look, and we'll actually operate it. Right now it's closed, and I'm just going to pull the lever, and now that's going to allow that tailgate to open up, swing, and act as a dump, which is really pretty cool. In addition, I'll bring the cameraman back in. Both of the sides are fold-down sides, and we'll take a look at this on the ground. I'll lower it where we can take a look inside, and the inside is 10-gauge steel, and there's heavy-duty D-rings where you can secure your cargo or equipment. If you want to haul a small skid steer, in this is a very common application. If you take a look, just come on in there at the way the hinges are, really heavy-duty, easy to use. The fold-down sides, a lot of times with fold-down sides, you've got really flimsy, lightweight hinges. These are very heavy-duty. There's some grease on it. Each of these have a grease zerk so that they're easy to use. And when this side folds down, it'll fold all the way down. So if you're wanting to load this with a forklift while it's on the truck, you can do that. Or you can just load it by hand and offload it from the side. And then likewise, and we're going to show you this once we get it on the ground, you could also fold the side down and access it that way as well. Up at the front, there is a blue safety pin, and that is in if you're going to use this as a dump bed, only as a dump bed, and that helps keep the weight off of the winch system when you're actually dumping. I also want to point this out. This is another location that you can hook up the hand controller. That's pretty handy when you're dumping. So you'd be able to stand right here, take it up to the 50 degrees, and have a really good eye on how much product that you're putting out. Today when we do it, we're going to use the cab access because the controller normally for our purposes is hooked up inside the cab. Part of the switch and go, the beauty of the switch and go is that you can be driving this with no body, because you might drop a body off at the work site, return to your facility, load up another body and go to another work site. So occasionally you'll be driving this with no body on the back. So traditionally you just have a mud flap coming down, but since we'll be driving this with no body, the switch and go system has these really nice heavy duty plastic fenders. They look great and work very well. I'll point this out as well. This is a safety catch in the back right here where the chassis goes ahead and guards the frame, and that keeps the frame from moving side to side or vertically going over bumps down the road. Really does a nice job of securing it. And then coming to the back, we'll take a look at the gate, and then I'm going to show you some stuff with the trailer hitch. We already showed that this can be a dump gate, but it also detaches at the top. The cameraman can take a look at it over there on that side. There's a pin that you can pull out, and there's some nice chain supports so that this bed can come out to be a regular tailgate and be parallel to the floor of the dump bed, or once we get it on the ground, you can lower it further and make it a ramp, which is really cool for walking in and out for removing product, or for driving equipment in like a small skid steer. Super, super heavy duty and just very functional. Works wonderful. Back here, point a couple things out. My favorite, I want to start with that. We have got a backup camera. It's nice. It's got that little protection around it. That is in dash. Gives a great view of what's going on behind the truck when you're backing up. Really works wonderfully, and it's a great safety feature. So really handy in the work sites. This is super, super heavy duty gauge. If the cameraman can zoom in on that, it looks like it's 1/2 inch plate. We've got LED lights all the way around. We've got super heavy duty D-rings for the safety chains on the trailer. We've got a pintle slash ball combo in the back, so we've got you covered with the hitches, and multiple adjustment points. So depending on what you're towing, if you've got a chipper, for instance, and you've got a chipper body on here, you can get it at just the right height. And it's already wired for a 7-way, which will take care of all of your lights and trailer brakes. So that's pretty nice. And then the license plate goes on the back, and we've got a little license plate light. So that's a pretty good walk around. Now let's take a look at this switch and go landscape dump in action. We went ahead and lowered the sides so that you could take a nice look at the inside of the 12-foot dump body. We have 10-gauge steel floor. There's a couple of cushions, rubber cushions laying in there is what that is. But I wanted to show you the heavy-duty D-rings. Steel plate underneath them on top of the 10-gauge. So some really nice tie downs. We've got 4 on the floor and 2 up top, and those can be used for securing any cargo that you've got in the back, or if you have a small skid steer in the back, you would use those to secure the skid steer. And this gives you a great look at the side folded completely down, and shows you that if you're going to be loading palletized sod, for instance, or flagstone or something like that, that it's really, really easy to approach it from the side with the forklift. All right, now we'll demount the body, and it's just 4 quick, real easy steps. First, you want to go to the back of the truck and just make sure that it's clear and it's going to be safe to demount the body. Second, since we're not dumping, we're actually taking the body off, you're going to want to come in and make sure that the safety pin's been pulled and it's in the holster it is. Step 3, start the truck. And then I'll bring the cameraman in for this, and we'll take a look at the controller. Super easy. One toggle switch for hoist winch control, another toggle switch for up, down, and in and out. It's just that easy. With that being said, it's set to hoist, and we're going to raise it. And as a general rule, 30 degrees, or when the winch is about abeam with the top of the truck, is a pretty nice angle where gravity can take over and allow the body to demount. So we'll take a look. So you can see as it's tilting back, it would go all the way up to 50 degrees. But we'll go ahead and just get the winch to just about the top of the truck. Which is about right there. Some experience as well taking a look at it. Looks like it'll gravity will take over and it'll slide on down. I'm switching it to winch and then down. And it's just that easy to demount the body. It takes less than 3 minutes. We'll bring the cameraman in. I want to give you a close look. You can see the back of the buyer's backpack or crossbox, how we've got that mounted. And this allows you to really see the fit and the finish of the switch and go hoist and operating system. Our body shop did an outstanding job installing this. And this, as he's coming in, is that other point where we could hook up that same hand controller. And if you wanted to, you can hook that up. It puts you a little bit further aft. It's particularly useful when you're dumping product so that you can be closer to the back of the dump bed and see exactly how much product that you have coming out. And then as we work our way back, we talked about the fender. And now this is what's super cool. You're able to see the body on the ground. And we're going to go ahead here in a moment. We'll open up the tailgate. We told you it can be used as a dump gate, a tailgate, or a ramp. And we're going to set that up in the ramp configuration right now. Okay, as we said, this back gate can be a dump gate, a tailgate, or a ramp. And we've got it all the way lowered down into the ramp configuration, which is really cool. Makes it easy to just walk on and off the body if you're unloading, you know, pallets of sod or flagstone by hand, something like that. And it is also really heavy duty, so you can load a small skid steer or any other mechanical equipment into the bed. And then again, you've got plenty of tie downs to secure it. Obviously with the skid steer, you'd use the ones that are on the ground. And with that being said, we're going to button this back up, and I'll put it back on the truck and let you take a look at that. Now we'll go ahead and put the 12-foot dump body back on the truck. We've raised the hoist to 50 degrees so you can see what that looks like. We've got the toggle switch and winch, and we'll just winch it up. Once you've got it started and just about to that point, you need to lower it from the 50 to approximately 30 degrees. Just using a little bit of eyeball Kentucky windage to get it just right. We'll lower the hoist. Doesn't need to be super precise, but that will make it easier to winch the bed up. And really you're just aligning the angle of the hoist a little bit with the angle of the main frame of the body as well. And you can see that more or less coming into line. And in addition, you can see that approximately the winch itself is about the top of the cab. So those are just some big picture things to look at. We'll switch it back to winch, and up we go. And let it go. And that's it. It's just that easy. I think we've done a great walk around introducing you to this Isuzu NRR with a switch and go hoist and interchangeable body system. This has a 12-foot landscape dump on it, and we've also got the very popular backpack or crossbox on the back of it. If you've got any questions at all, give us a call. Visit us online at iptruck.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and take a look around on some of our videos that we've got. It can give you some really good ideas of something that might work well for your business. Like us on Facebook. And again, thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. We'll do a quick walk around of the truck and we'll show you the backup camera. Thank you.